Today we will watch the fourth part of the Halloween series, released in 1988. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. You must have come to know from the name that Michael Myers will return in this part. The story of part 1 and 2 will be taken forward in this film. So if you haven't seen the videos of both those parts yet, then definitely watch them first. Its story has been told exactly 10 years after parts 1 and 2. On October 30th, 1988, Michael Myers, who has been comatose for 10 years since the explosion at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, is transferred to Smith's Grove Sanitarium by ambulance from his current residence in the Ridgemont Federal Sanitarium. Both those doctors put Michael in an ambulance and left from there, and his whole body was bandaged. A doctor says that among Michael's relatives, only one of his nieces is left alive. Michael regains consciousness on hearing this. Now he kills the doctor by inserting his thumb in his head, causing the vehicle to crash into a river. After this, in Haddonfield, we see Michael's niece Jamie, who is 8 years old. Jamie is actually Laurie's daughter. Laurie and her husband died in a car accident. Now Jamie lives with her foster family, Richard and Darlene Carruthers, their teenage daughter, Rachel, and a dog named Sunday. Jamie has nightmares about Michael, though she knows of her uncle. She doesn't realize he is the figure in said nightmares. The crime committed by Michael has had a very bad effect on Jamie's childhood. Jamie's foster family is perfect, and they also take a lot of care of Jamie. On Halloween night, Richard and Darlene go to a party and leave Rachel to babysit, forcing her to cancel a date with her boyfriend Brady. On the other side, we see Dr. Loomis, who has burn marks on his face. Exactly what Dr. Loomis feared would happen. They get the news that the ambulance carrying Michael has met with an accident. Dr. Loomis reaches the accident spot and finds out that all the people have died. The police felt that it was just an accident and Michael's body might have been washed away somewhere in the river. But Dr. Loomis knew that Michael had done all this and must have gone straight to Haddonfield. Now Dr. Loomis also left for Haddonfield. On the way, we see a gas station where Michael kills a mechanic and steals his suit. Then luckily Dr. Loomis also comes to this gas station. He observed it was very quiet here. Inside the garage he finds the dead body of the mechanic hanging. He runs to the store here, but those people were also killed by Michael. Now, finally Michael Myers confronts Dr. Loomis, and seriously, I like this Michael without a mask better. Dr. Loomis shoots Michael instantly, but he escapes right in front of his eyes. Dr. Loomis passes out and Michael escapes in a tow truck and causes the gas pumps to explode in the process, destroying Loomis's car and disabling the phone lines. Loomis catches a ride to Haddonfield to continue pursuing Michael. Here after school, some naughty kids bully Jamie because she is an orphan and her uncle is the boogeyman. Jamie starts crying after hearing all this, and then Rachel comes there and picks her up. Rachel was accompanied by her friend Lindsay, which was babysitted by Laurie in part 1. Lindsay drops Rachel and Jamie off at a store because Jamie needs to buy her Halloween costume. Rachel's boyfriend Brady also works in the same store. Rachel tells him that they have to cancel today's plan because she has to babysit Jamie. Brady's mood gets spoiled on hearing this. Meanwhile, Jamie chooses a costume for herself. It was the same costume that Michael used to commit his first murder. Jamie starts having hallucinations again, but this time Michael was here. He also wears a mask with his classic look from the store. Jamie gets scared seeing him and starts screaming. When Rachel reached after hearing her screams, there was no one there. They think that Jamie must have gotten confused again. On the other hand, Dr. Loomis was walking on the road and no one was ready to give him a lift. Finally, a man of his age gives lift, and this man talks more than Dr. Loomis, and both also have a drink. It was Halloween night, and all the kids dressed in their costumes were roaming around town trick-or-treating. That night, as Rachel takes Jamie trick-or-treating, Michael breaks into the house and finds photos of Laurie and Jamie in the bedroom. Here Dr. Loomis goes to the Haddonfield police station and meets Sheriff Ben Meeker. He tells them that Michael is on the run and that no one is safe in Haddonfield anymore. Now we have to protect Laurie's daughter Jamie. Initially, no one listens to him, but then Dr. Loomis starts shouting and says that he has already come upon seeing 6 dead bodies on the way. Hearing all this, Sheriff Meeker takes his words seriously. Now both of them set out to find Jamie. Meanwhile, Jamie and Rachel go trick-or-treating at Sheriff Meeker's house, wherein his daughter Callie opens the door and Rachel discovers Brady cheating on her. This means he used to date Callie as well. Brady tries to explain to Rachel that this wouldn't have happened if she hadn't canceled the date. Between the argument, Jamie goes ahead with her friends. Brady tries to talk to Rachel, but she refuses to speak with him. After this, Brady goes back to Callie. Now, due to Michael's fear, a news bulletin is reported throughout Haddonfield that a curfew is being imposed in this town. Everyone should go home with their children. Ford, the owner of the local bar, calls the sheriff's office to confirm, but no one picks up his call. Ford thinks there must be some major screw-up, and being a responsible citizen, along with his friends, he goes to check the police station. Meanwhile, Sheriff Meeker and Dr. Loomis come to Jamie's house in search of her, but they find no one there. But still, Dr. Loomis knows that Michael had come to this house, because Michael had killed the dog Sunday here. Michael heads to the power station and kills a worker by throwing him into a transformer, plunging the town into darkness. It would be much easier to hide Michael in the dark. Here Rachel and Jamie finally reunite. Only then do Sheriff Meeker and Dr. Loomis also come looking for them and start taking them away. Dr. Loomis glimpses Michael standing in the bushes. But there are 4 Michaels here. Dr. Loomis is about to shoot him when he learns that it is the town boys who were playing a prank on them. Sheriff Meeker takes everyone to the police station but finds that the station is in a dilapidated condition, because Michael had already killed all the officers here. Sheriff Meeker could not believe how a single person could do this. Then Dr. Loomis reminds him that Michael was not human but evil. Meantime, Ford also reaches with his companions. He asks who did this. Dr. Loomis tells them that Michael Myers did it, and he has returned after 10 years. Sheriff Meeker tells Ford to let the police handle it all, and Ford taunts that as it was handled last time. Everyone in the town was furious, and they set out to kill Michael, which was quite the right thing, that the people of the town have come together to defeat Michael. But the issue was that half of them were intoxicated. Ford's partner glimpsed Michael behind the bushes. They get down from the truck and start firing indiscriminately as soon as there was a movement in the bushes. Then they come to know that they killed a man from their own town, who must have come to urinate in these bushes. Hear Callie and Brady making out. Just then Callie's father, Sheriff Meeker's car, arrives here. On seeing this, Brady pretends he had come here to read the newspaper. Sheriff Meeker and Dr. Loomis brought Rachel and Jamie here because Michael might not be here. Sheriff Meeker tells Callie to close all the windows and doors in the house. He also gives Brady a shotgun to watch the house and also tells him that he is not a fool. If Brady shows up with his daughter again, he's going to regret it. Here Deputy Logan also came to help Sheriff Meeker, and unknowingly he had also brought Michael to the house. Michael was sitting in the back seat. They barricade the house, after which Sheriff Meeker contacts the nearby town by radio and asks to send backup. Dr. Loomis thinks that Michael must have gone to Jamie's house, so he leaves to find him. Then when Sheriff Meeker learns that Ford and his drunken gang have murdered an innocent man, so to stop those people he also goes out. Otherwise, who knows how many others they will beat up mistaking them for Michael. While Callie is making tea in the kitchen, she and Rachel get into an argument about Brady. Then Rachel spills the tea on Callie's t-shirt. Changing shirt, Callie takes tea for Deputy Logan, who is guarding the main door with shotgun. But when she lights the candle, she finds Deputy Logan's dead body lying there. And Michael was sitting on the chair. Michael passes the shotgun across to Callie and hangs her on the wall. When Rachel comes downstairs, she finds the bodies of Deputy Logan and Callie. Brady is also shocked to see all this. Rachel runs back to Jamie and Michael also starts coming up the stairs. Brady tries to kill him with the shotgun, but it's empty. Then he tries to fight with Michael, but Michael breaks his neck by lifting him in the air, which also kills Brady. Rachel and Jamie run to the attic and climb onto the roof of the house by breaking its window. Michael also arrives at the attic and finds his favorite weapon, a knife. Michael also goes to the roof behind them and attacks Rachel. Rachel immediately lowers Jamie down by tying her with a cable. But Michael attacks Rachel and knocks her off the roof, rendering her unconscious. Jamie starts crying thinking Rachel was dead, but Michael had come near her, so she quickly runs away from there. Dr. Loomis finds Jamie and the two hide in a nearby elementary school. But Michael appears and throws Loomis through a glass door, then chases Jamie through the building. Jamie trips and falls a flight of stairs. Rachel reappears and subdues Michael with a fire extinguisher, and he escapes. Then takes Jamie out of the school. Outside the school, they find Ford and his friends, who had come here after hearing the school's alarm. Rachel tells them that the backup force will be here and they will take care of Michael. Ford starts taking Rachel and Jamie to another town in his truck. Along the way, they meet up with the state police en route to Haddonfield. Michael, who hid beneath the truck, climbs aboard and kills the 3 men. Ford is not even aware of what is happening behind him. Michael then breaks the window, grabs Ford by the neck, and rips him apart. Now Rachel throws down Ford's dead body. Rachel takes the wheel, throws Michael off the truck, and then rams him, casting him into a ditch near an abandoned mine. Sheriff Meeker, Loomis, the remaining people, and the state police arrive. Jamie goes to her Uncle Michael and holds his hand, which was not dead yet. Michael stands up with his knife and Sheriff Meeker tells Jamie to lie down. Sheriff Meeker, the state police, and Ford's friends shoot Michael until he falls down into the mine. Now everyone thinks that Michael is finally killed. Sheriff Meeker takes Rachel and Jamie to their home. Jamie's parents are very happy to see her alive and her mother takes her to the bathroom to clean. Dr. Loomis also comes here to meet her and says that Michael is finally dead. Upstairs, we get to see a first-person shot in which someone kills Darlene with a scissor. When Loomis investigates, he finds an emotionless Jamie holding a pair of bloody scissors at the top of the stairs. Reminiscent of Michael when he killed his own sister. Dr. Loomis screams, "No!" repeatedly and attempts to shoot Jamie, but Meeker stops him. Dr. Loomis sinks to the floor and begins sobbing, as Rachel, Richard, and Meeker stare in horror. He feels that when Jamie touched Michael, Michael's evil instinct was transferred to Jamie. And now she will commit murders instead of Michael, and this movie ends with this plot twist. So friends, will we see Jamie murdered instead of Michael in the next part, or was it all just a dream of Dr. Loomis? Now we will know this only in the next parts. But Michael Myers will also be seen in the next part. So how did you like Michael's return? Do tell by commenting. So friends, if you like this video, then please like it and subscribe to the channel to know how Michael is going to come back in the next parts. Make sure to turn on the bell icon. I'll see you very soon on Halloween 5.